What is up, guys? Pup T from Life, Liberty in the Homestead. And in this video is going to be kind of the beginning of a new beginning here on the homestead. So stay tuned, check the video out, and let's get it started, baby. Woo! Alright, so I am headed to the local USDA office. We are looking at possibly turning the homestead into a little farm, you know, and ways you can do that is by, you know, if you have enough land to do crops, corn, soybeans, stuff like that, or enough acreage for animals, you know, you can do it that way. And there's benefits to being labeled a farm, where you get certain tax breaks, and then there's also grants that you can get and to help with like high tunnels or trailers or, you know, there's a bunch of different stuff, honestly, like, and that's part of the reason I'm going down there, because I don't know everything, and it's not confusing on the website, but there's steps that you got to take to turn your homestead, your farm, into like a legit farm. So that's what I'm doing, getting ready to go down to the USDA office. Don't know if I'll be able to speak to anybody today. It says generally to make an appointment, so I'll either go down there and make an appointment, or I'll be able to talk to somebody. So that's what I'm doing. Stay tuned, see where this video goes, baby. So I went down to the USDA, and now I just gotta wait. Due to the virus and stuff like that, they're not short-staffed, they're just not allowing people to come in. So I had to drop off my information, and they'll take that and then process it or whatever it is that they got to do. So we're going to be inside the pole barn. Some things have changed in here. Some things are going to continue to change in here. Like I told you before, Tommy, Leo, and Tiny Tim, they all got sold. And then on Sunday, I ended up giving Tom the turkey away to a buddy of mine. He was just way too aggressive, and that's not something we want on our homestead. Same with the rooster Richard. He is gone as well. Again, he was just aggressive, and we want to have a feng shui type homestead. But the biggest thing with the homestead right now is we're prepping to get more goats and stuff like that. So I have to start building some stalls, and I need to put up like goat mineral stuff and some odds and ends and stuff like that. But that's what I'm getting started on today. So like with any build or project here on the homestead, it begins one of two ways for me. Now it can also be both ways, but it either begins with cleanup or it begins with demolition. So I need to clean up and then possibly do some demo today. We'll see, but I got tons of hay that's, some of it's fairly fresh, but I need to get it up so that I can start building stalls for the goats, and so I can also spread their feeders out some more. And I don't know, that could be it. Who knows? We'll see where it takes us though. Come on, turkey, you gotta go. Oh, George. So it's about to start storming, so I quickly had to get some easy things that I was gonna do done. So one is I put buckets out, so that's an alfalfa bucket, a goat care pal, and then I put out a bucket, and that's got trace minerals. I did spill some on the ground, but it is what it is. And then I put some more alfalfa in here with some Himalayan salt rock and a goat block. So if you guys can tell, like, we're gonna start really getting into the goats. So the number one goat that we want is a Kiko or a Kiko cross with a boar. We could also do the, I think it's called Sienna, but that's what we're getting ready to start getting into. So I have to prep and get these stanchions set up. Then I'm gonna have to build in one of the stanchions, almost like one of those milk stanchions. But what it'll be used for is put the goat up there when we got to give them like their CDT vaccination, trimming hoofs, stuff like that. On occasion it could possibly be used for milking purposes, but we're getting into the meat goat kind of business. So I mean, it's going to take us a while, and so we still got turkeys. We have 10 turkeys left. 5 of them did pass away. I'm hoping and praying that these last 10 don't, because that's another thing that we want to do is sell turkeys either as breeding pairs or singles, stuff like that. So, but guys, it's about ready to storm, so I'm gonna have to continue cleaning up and starting on building the stanchions tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow. Alright guys, so I'm back out at the pole barn. Yesterday it stormed in the afternoon, so I had to quickly get some stuff done that I showed you. Something I didn't show you is I was able to yesterday afternoon get all of our goats ear tagged, so, which I didn't know was a requirement by the state and I believe federal government. So, you know, doing some research, I found that out. So I wanted to make sure that we were in compliance, you know, even if nobody would ever come and check, you know, doing the right thing is always best. So like I said, today we're back in the barn trying to get some of this hay at least put in this area over here, taking it from where all the feed is and stuff until I can get it out with the tractor and put it on a compost pile. I understand the chickens are going to continue to spread it out, but in order to start working on making these stalls, I need to get this hay situation kind of under control. Oh, George. That's George. So we used to have 2 roosters that look just like George. George and Richard. I'm sure you've heard me say something about Richard, but Richard was very, very aggressive. So Richard and Tom was our red bourbon male who was very aggressive as well. They have found new homes. And we want all of our animals on the homestead to be somewhat docile, you know, but at least manageable, right? Like our goats right now, other than Max, they all run away from you, which, I mean, that's fine. However, you know, if they were more handler friendly, like I could get them and take them down to the range, which I'm still clearing to this day, and I could have them out there on leads or put a Premier 1 fence around them and let them eat that stuff up. But however, I can't do that for the most part because they don't like it, right? And I don't want to cause more stress on them than what I have to. So if that means, you know, I got to clear the range with the good boy guys on the side, baby, I mean, that's just what happens. Yeah, I was telling you guys earlier that yesterday I went down to the USDA because we're going to kind of turn our homestead hopefully into a profitable management system. So what does that mean, right? Well, really what that means is that the homestead itself pays for itself. Feed, you know, new animals, the electricity, everything. So we're gonna get into goat farming, which, you know, over the past probably couple weeks now, I've just been super excited about it for the homestead. So that's why I need to try and get this hay out of the way and start building some stalls. And then I need to build like a milk stanchion so that I can run the goats essentially through a chute up to this stanchion to where I can give them, you know, shots, check their feet, stuff like that, to where it's not like right now I have to try to pin them inside the goat area, which again is fine, but it's still quite large, right? So with it being currently as large as it is, it's hard to contain the goats where I can easily manage them. Once I get all this stuff cleaned up, I'll be able to begin to, I'm not sure if I'm gonna take this wall down right here. I know I'm gonna go out this way with the goat pen, so I may end up taking down this wall and just moving it, open it up and going that way with it, taking some of the turkey area away. And I mean, 2 reasons for that is, one, the turkeys, they stay up front for the most part in the turkey area. They haven't been roosting on the roost bars, even though I did alter them again by removing one of the roosting bars because they were too close together. I removed that, but they're still not roosting on that, which I need them to start doing. But I think once the new turkeys become old enough and I get them out here, hopefully they'll start roosting on there and it'll show. The other turkeys, I'm guessing, to get up there. Angel, sweetheart, I know you want to spread this stuff and I do appreciate it, but come do it over here. You do it over here. So I don't know if you can see this chicken. She might not be in view, but she's more dominantly like a real light tan, and then has like orange, some orange like speckling in her feathers and stuff. She's the only one that roosts on that side roost next to the nesting boxes. I was gonna call her Queen, but I just think Angel's a pretty name, so I started calling her Angel. I don't know. I know, turkey, it's taking forever. You take over and do this for me, turkey? I gotta do it myself. I know if I do it this way, okay, I'll get back to it. Is that a straight enough line for you, turkey? I don't know why you gotta inspect everything I do. Is the other side looking good? Look good for you? I mean, I'm doing all the cutting. I don't know why you're complaining the whole time. I'm working as fast as I can. I could take the BX23 and just rip this whole wall out. Would that be better? No. I know they would leave a big hole. Isn't that okay though? Well, can I do that? You're giving me the side eye. Like I said something wrong. I am hurrying. I did get the one side, now I gotta get the other. I opened up a little goat door so that we can go in and out of it easier. It's still not the size of a regular door, but to come in and out of here be easier. So I didn't get too far with inside the pole barn. I had to stop, clean out the brooder, which I've been wanting to do the past couple days, and then I got on mowing. All right, guys, day 3 of trying to get going in the pole barn, but what changed it yesterday, or drew me out of there, is the same thing that's possibly going to keep me out today. But you guys like these shirts? I got a bunch of shirts designed on Teespring. Link in the description down below. Shameless plug, you know. I need to get to mowing, baby. All right. Got the mowing done. Took me maybe 5-6 hours. Now I need to look at how I want to start putting the stuff for the goats, like setting up the stall and possibly creating a stanchion. Well, kind of. Bee? Ugh, I hate them. So, I told you I hate bees. They scare me. How I'm thinking about doing this. Of course, we got the roost bars for the turkeys. Everything from this post back towards where I'm standing now will be for the turkeys to roost, and then I'm gonna get a couple more of the water tanks, or lots of times they're filled with like oil and stuff like that, but I'm I'm gonna get a couple of those, put them out here, have some hay in there, so then once the 10 turkeys that we currently have, the poults, once they become mature and start laying eggs and stuff like that, they'll have a place to do that. And currently our turkeys will also have a place, hopefully shortly. So I'm thinking about take this area here, possibly a goat stall, but I'm definitely thinking of opening it up and then making a chute, so when I got to do stuff like trim hoofs and stuff, I can open that space up and the goats will come in, walk up into the stanchion, I'll secure them, do what I got to do, and then I'll be able to release them for them to go back out. That's my thought. So how I'm gonna do that though, I don't know yet. That's what I'm at. That's my thought process right now. Ain't nothing left but to do it, right? So right now I have the one wall down. I need to trim off the excess that's coming off of this wall so that I'll be able to take my boards and run them that way. But turkey is making sure I'm working and won't leave me alone. I'm trying to hurry, okay? Yes, I did take a break earlier. I'm not taking no more breaks. See what I'm saying? I know I did. Like I said, I'm not taking no more right now. But you keep yelling at me, I'm gonna quit. So she's always making sure I'm working, but she also messes with my tools. Turkey, you should get me some battery operated tools. Then you wouldn't have to stand there and watch me cut them. Ah, turkey. Yes. It is a lot of work. You tell them. Why don't I gotta tell them all the time? Huh? Okay. So Turkey says, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. We got to stay tuned to tomorrow to see how much further we get. Turkey is making me end it. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I know there was a lot of stuff going on. It was a hectic 3 days. I finally got to where I'm starting to work on the wall to open up the goat pen just a little bit more. We got mowing done, all kinds of stuff. But thanks for watching, guys. As always, guys, give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down, give me some wild comments. Y'all are crazy. I love you. We love you. And we'll see you on the next video.